Think about an activity where you're outdoors with friends, having fun, without the need of a mask, enjoying the nice weather of the fall, where you can release stress. Today, we're going to talk about tennis. I'm Alejandro Vargas, tennis coach certified by PTR as a professional tennis coach and approved by USTA and Safe Play. You might have a tennis racket in your garage and a tennis court around you, and we will also have soon tennis courts in the Seminole State College campus in Lake Mary, Sanford. Well, approximately next year if they finish them on time. And so today we're going to talk about tennis, and we'll start with a really brief explanation of it, moving to why it is safe to play during the pandemic, and then we're going to talk about its availability and popularity, and then finish with tennis as a workout. Tennis is a sport, it's a racket sport where you can play against the wall, you can play 1 versus 1, so singles, then 2 versus 2 is doubles, and there are other ways to play like triples and fun games. We usually divide those as like competitive and social. Competitive have like very strict rules and formats, when social is more like flexible and it adapts to its players. Tennis, both ways, like social and competitive, it could be played very safely. During the first peak, during the pandemic, when the pandemic started, most of the courts were closed in the country. Yet, in the Seminole County, they didn't close it at all because they believed that the risk of spread of virus was very low. The USTA is the U.S. Tennis Association, released the guidance that follow the criteria from the CDC, where they explain why playing tennis is safe. And one of the reasons is like we have like 6 feet of distance, well, more than 6 feet of distance where you're playing, singles, even doubles. And they also recommend that you use 2 sets of balls, where one player uses 1 set of balls, or players use the other set of balls, so they never use other player equipment. Also recommending keep more than 6 feet apart and playing outdoors. By the time of this video, and we never like closed the courts in San Orlando Park where I work, and we haven't experienced any case or spread of virus. And of course, it's very important to acknowledge that we took like strong measures where we clean all the equipment after use, and we restrict the amount of players per court to 4. Because it's a very safe sport by nature, more and more players are coming to the facility in San Orlando Park. And this is coming to its popularity and availability, where USDA says that, make like a research, and they estimate that we have 250,000 courts to accommodate more than 30 million players in the US. Here in Seminole County, we have, in the public parks, we have 40 courts, plus all the private courts that could be on like small communities or the private clubs. Orlando is right now the center of the tennis in the US. In 2017, the USTA moved their headquarters to Lake Nona, so close to the airport, and where they built 100 courts, and it's a beautiful facility where you can like go there and play tennis. They have a ton of programs for players with all ages of skills. Tennis is a physical demanding sport, but it could be adapted to its players. And it's also a sport that promotes your health. The British Journal of Sports publishes a research where they said that adults that play tennis they have a 56% lower risk of heart disease and strokes, or dying by heart disease or strokes, if they play few days a week. And if you're looking to play tennis as a workout, like a high intensity workout, we recommend cardio tennis. Cardio tennis is a class that usually is 1 hour where the players are like running and hitting the whole time, and they have like really short breaks where the endurance of the player is challenged. Then, if you're looking for a little more comfortable workout, we recommend that you play just singles or double with your friends, where you can like just reduce or make those breaks a little longer, just depending for your needs. Then that bring us to a conclusion. Tennis is a very safe sport that you can play everywhere, and is very safe during the pandemic. It's also a very trendy sport. It's very accessible. It's also a sport that you can use as a workout, and it just fit the demands that you need. Tennis is a very good sport to play during these tough times with friends and family. And if you decide to play tennis, I'll see you on the courts. Thank you very much.